Hey there, everyone. This is Christy, and Christy, I see you pop up on the Facebook page all the time. I'm so encouraged with how well you've done. Would you mind just sharing a little bit about your story, kind of where you were before you found us? And I know that you've done really well with things, and just kind of give people an idea of what you experienced, and just kind of give us an idea of your overall. Journey as you've gone through this process of getting your health back?
Okay. I was hypoglycemic first, and then about 10 years ago, I was diagnosed as a type 2 diabetic. And then my physician put me on the algorithm of medications. And before, just before I met you, was probably my worst time physically. I was fatigued. I um, really got from my bed to the bathroom to a chair. I was using a walker part of the time. I um, had pain in my muscles, my tendons, and they were very weak. I couldn't lift a gallon of milk. Had trouble
Wow.
opening. Had trouble opening a water bottle. I just felt like my life was over. And I had headaches continuously. I couldn't really read anymore. I couldn't remember anything that I did. Um, uh, I was depressed, obviously, because you don't have all that stuff and not feel bad about yourself. Um, so I went to my PCP physician in November 2024, and it was pretty low day for me because I started to have neuropathy in my fingers. I couldn't feel them. I had pain, numbness. And he looked at me and he said, well, get used to it. It's going to get worse.
Wow.
And I looked at him and I said, no, no, it's not.
Good for you.
And I left there and I said, I have to find something to help me. And being in the healthcare profession for, well, it's actually almost 50 years now, I didn't know where to look. I I'm ashamed to say that I never thought out of the box. I never thought to think farther than what they brainwashed us with. And I was on social media, and I I saw a few doctors, and it was like, this is not it. And I scrolled, and I found you, and thank God I did, because immediately I could understand you. You talked clearly. You were medically sound. You were intelligent. You had answers. And I still had a foggy mind, but I signed up. And I don't remember if I listened to session 1 or 2 of the thyroid, but somewhere along session 3, it really clicked because you showed me testimonials and you showed me lab work that changed. And in my mind, I knew that this was the answer. So I signed up. I got my blood tested, things like that. I love this program. It has helped me so much. I don't have fatigue. I don't have the brain fog. I don't have soreness in my joints and my muscles and my tendons. I just completed a 2K
Wow.
run 2 weeks ago. So this has totally changed my life around. In November of 2024, my A1C was 7.2, which was worse than it had been. My doctor had put me on, I had been on a GLP-1, started out with Trulicity 10 years ago and had moved on up and was on Manjaro. Never helped me lose weight, just made me feel sick. I was on Lantus 92 units a day, and I was on Humalog insulin 12 units 3 times a day with scale. And with this program, and I am currently on no prescription medications. I am on no insulin. I am on no blood pressure, no cholesterol medication, no depression medication, no pain medication, no asthma medication. I just had a repeat sleep study, and I am no longer have to use my CPAP, so I do not have severe sleep apnea anymore. Um, I just can't say enough about you changing my whole life. You empowered me with the knowledge to change my life around, um, and give it balance, because I had never thought about physically, I had never thought about my physical being. I had always ignored it. I was always taking care of other people. I was always putting that on the back burner, never considered it until you said that my health had to be my number one focus. And that was hard at first, but in making my health my number one focus, I was able to balance out my mental, social, and spiritual aspect along with my physical. And that has made all the difference in the world to me. I have my life back, and now I'm looking forward. I'm looking toward what I can give back to the world. And I've recently joined an international organization that assists people with disasters and crisis. So it's been a great program. It's just, I can't thank you enough. I can't even explain how good
Well,
that people can get results from this. It's not hard. You just need to follow what you're doing. And well, I mean, it is hard a day or two, or if you have a life situation that happens along the way. Yes, it gets difficult for maybe a week or 2 weeks, but you just keep pushing through. You do one foot in front of the other, and you just keep taking that next step.
Well, that just gave me goosebumps, and it really just brought, tears to my eyes that your life changed so much. Yes, we helped you lead and guide you, but you had to do the work. So congratulations to you and to your family and friends. I mean, what have they said about your progress and where you've come in this? I mean, really, it's a short time. If you just started this in November, we're
Mhm.
in July. It's really been, in reality, a short period of time. But what has your family and friends had to say?
Well, my family and friends just looked at me at first and said, it's a Facebook group, huh? And I didn't even talk to them about it at first. But then I started losing weight, and I started out at 189 pounds, and I went to today I was 128 pounds, and they they started listening. My grandson, who's 5, I couldn't get down on the floor and play with him initially, and within a month, I could get down on the floor and I could get back up. And he's like, Nana, what happened to you? You're better. And I'm like, yes, I'm better. Do you want to go for a walk? Let's go. And they're happy. They're excited. And I have a daughter that's even joined the program. So um, they're impressed, and they can see a difference, and they know that it will benefit them also.
Well, kudos for you for being aware enough that you were and brave enough to step outside your comfort zone. I think that's sometimes the hardest part for people is because some of the information that we share in the masterclass they've never heard before. Their doctors certainly aren't saying it. And so you do have to take a leap of faith, and kudos to you. I'm curious to know, what does your PCP have to say now?
Well, initially, when I went after 2 months in the program, he was speechless. He just, what did you do? And then I went just recently, a few weeks ago, where I got my last lab works done. And he's like, well, this isn't going to continue. I'll see you back here in 6 months, but in 2 months, your A1C is going to be up and you're going to need these medications again. And I said, well, if I need you, I will call you.
Wow. I mean, talk
He
about
was
someone
ticked.
stuck.
He was ticked. But, I hope it made him think that that he's behind, that
Yeah.
he needs to catch up. He needs to help other patients.
Yeah.
And I'm hoping that that's the at least what it did for him.
Right. I mean, talk about someone stuck in the mindset of disease. I mean, that's what we talk about is you got to get yourself unstuck from your previous beliefs. So I'm so glad. I'm so thrilled. I'm so proud of you that you took this, you embraced it, you did what you need to do, and now you saved yourself and you got your life back. So congratulations.
Thank you very much. And the Facebook groups helped me immensely because I don't have a physical person here that was supportive of me. So I watched testimonials. I watched every little clip that you did. I looked on Facebook for every little encouragement that I could find, and I found it there. And my coach Amy, just the best at problem solving and helping me along when I reached a few of the little rough spots. Um, just awesome, very supportive. I can't think of a better group.
Well, thank you. And thank you for sharing this. I know this is going to help someone. So thank you for taking the time and, continued success and continued good health. Now you're starting to give to others. I mean, I can't think of anything better. I mean, the ripple effect of you getting your health back and now how this has affected other people around you, that's what should happen. So I'm so thrilled for you. Thank you.
Thank you. Thank you.